Hello everyone and welcome to another video. We're flying with the 736 today, 737-600 from a runway which is not realistic actually for the 737. I find it hard to believe that the 737 can take off from this, but we're gonna try using some brakes and then applying full power. I have a cost index of 100 set up, so we have full power available. I made this full custom route. Well, it's not full custom, but it's like waypoints manually selected, and then approach I had to select, of course. I have FSREALISTIC set up here. If people are wondering about the settings I use for the 737, then let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we're not going to go through it for now. We have our route set up in the FMC. We're still in planning mode. Yeah, so I'm using this route, and I have to go around here set up as well, so we can again follow our original route here if necessary. So let's go to map mode here, and we're going to drop this range down a little bit. We're going to 11,000 feet. Actually, I did not touch this one yet here, which we can set at 11,000. I'm not a real 737 pilot, but I'm going to try to be as realistic as possible here. So yeah, let's try that. Outcrop is armed. Gonna bring up the speed here already. 250 because we're in Europe, so 250. This is going up and down. It's FSREALISTIC. I don't know why it's doing that. It's after takeoff, it's gone. Heading is set to runway heading, which is fine. We have to bank to the right slightly after taking off. But there's like quite a big mountain hillside here, mountainside. So I think we have to fly along here. Hand fly it here until we reach an altitude, so we can catch our route here. Altitude requested by ATC is 11,000, so that's set. Flaps are set at 5. Like I said, I'll use the brakes here to get off. We're set on parking brake. Parking brake, disengage, just hold your normal brakes here. Same for applying. Press normal brakes and then you can apply it. You cannot remove it like this, so you have to again apply your brakes here, and there you go. So we're gonna set up some lights here in case we get some shadow coming up from the sun later on. So let's see how this is going. I'm really curious. Let's see. Applying brakes. Going to 40%. Get some stable engines here. In real life, these both drop, I was told. But in the sim they don't do it. I don't know how far you can go while applying brakes. And here we go. Let's see how this is gonna work out. V rotate was quite low, 115, 113. It's right there. So it's not that much. Here it's already coming up. V1. Here we go. Okay, well, like I said, gear up. It's not a realistic runway, of course, but I find it a nice area to fly from. Gonna bring up the flaps to 2 here.
Europa 736, contact Milan Center on 124.925.
And we're gonna climb here. We're gonna use heading mode for the time being here. We're still at full speed, bringing up some flaps. Acknowledging ATC right here.
124.925 Europa 736.
Bringing in the last flaps, flaps 1.
Daher, Hotel Quebec, contact Strix Center on 126.
We can start turning slightly to the right here. We're still gaining airspeed, so I'm gonna increase the vertical speed a bit more.
Milan Center Europa 736 is passing 3,400 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Europa 736, Milan Center QNH.
Yeah, top of climb is here, so that's okay like that.
As planned. Daher Echo Romeo Foxtrot, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Okay, we can continue like that.
Daher Victor Quebec Whiskey descend and maintain
We are
11,000 feet.
736. We are right, yeah,
Climb and maintain flight level 290 Daher Echo Romeo
736 we are. Okay, that's set up. So we're coming up here. Headphone users, be aware. We'll take a look outside. Yeah, so that's gonna be fine here. I think we can go to LNF mode. That's still banking quite far. No, we're gonna keep heading mode here. I'm not yet, so... Alright, we're coming up at 250, so we can go up even a bit more here. But it's actually, it's not necessary because top of climb is already there, so... It looks like terrain-wise we can go a little further to the right here. Got some turbulence. Looks like it. Okay, I'm gonna look outside one more time here. Yeah, we can even come more to the right here. But if we're aiming for this waypoint here, it will be fine already. So we're gonna go like that a little bit. That was not 736, right? No. 10,000 is coming up here, so we have to be aware of our landing lights, which we can switch off now. For these ones I use the scroll wheel. I find it easier than using the mouse because you have like 2 positions here.
Victor Echo Echo climb and maintain flight level 250.
We're coming up here at 11,000.
Europa 736 climb and maintain flight level 180.
180 it is. I have scroll lock set
Climb
for
and
the
maintain
ATC.
flight level 180 Europa 736.
180. Here we go. Close the ATC menu again.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Victor Echo Echo.
So we're gonna go up here on vertical speed that we reach our altitude, like when we are approaching this. I think we have to stay at 250. Most likely she's gonna call us if we go more. But let's try. We're gonna go up to 335. I acknowledged already, yeah, it's not acknowledged. So yeah, but at this point we can switch to LNF mode because that's gonna be fine. Yeah, I have the Innsbruck add-on from Orbix, and it's just really beautiful scenery here, flying around here. And I'm trying to find additional airports, new airports to use. Well, clearly you cannot use this one to land with a 737, but taking off, yeah, better not in real life, but worked out. We're gonna prepare our ILS here slowly already, since we have time for it. The plane is following the route perfectly. Yeah, we're not gaining too much speed here yet, which is actually good for the turns. So let's keep this at about 260 maybe for now. For the next turn it will be also better to have, yeah, not too much speed. We're gonna check in here on our destination, LIMC. Yeah, that's correct. Make sure you are correct. Yeah, selecting the correct one, that you're not coming up at some kind of waypoint. Sometimes it happens that you are, let's say, nearby one or a nearby airport if you're zoomed out too much. So yeah, we have the correct one here. We're going to 35 right. We're gonna use. I forgot to take a picture from the whole route, so I had to do it like 35 right. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Good. Reaching our altitude notification right there, so we'll gain airspeed up to 260 here. 35 right is 346, so that's going backwards. It's the fastest way. 346, 346 it is. Yeah, and then 1099. So 1099. And we're just gonna set both of them in standby mode here. Yeah, I have some quick camera selections here set up. Yeah, and Alt. I keep forgetting which ones are like. Yeah, I have to make a quick one to use at the radio panels. Actually, it's an add-on. It's add-on. Yeah, I think you can call it an add-on. It's from flightsim.to or something. What is this website? I forgot.
Descend and maintain
So that's all set
5,000
up.
feet.
If we
Keep
bring up
speed
the map
not
again,
above
it will be
210
in flight
knots.
tracking mode
Expect
straight away.
ILS
So
runway tree to approach
not that
via
we're gonna
axis
use it too much,
transition.
but
Clear to axis. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway tree to approach via axis transition. Clear to axis Daher Victor Quebec.
let's see if we can. Can we make some shortcuts here? I think we can. Yeah, we can go to FRIP
Daher
straight away.
Victor Quebec Whiskey descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep speed
There
not
we go.
above 200 knots.
Start banking right here. And then let's bring up the speed a little bit here for the flight.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Keep
We're gonna go to
speed not above
335.
200 knots. Daher Victor Quebec
We can go
Whiskey.
to 33. Red line will be 340, but let's make it 335. I'm not so familiar with the performance setup yet. I'm practicing here myself, but it's not like 100% perfect for sure.
Daher Victor Echo Echo climb and maintain flight
So
level
we can go
310.
directly to this one after DO5M.
FPV-8914 traffic is 11 o'clock
DO5F.
3 miles at flight level
And the next one is
290
SRN. Yeah, we
Daher
can go there
KVM9.
straight to SRN.
Report them in sight.
Straight to SRN, yep.
Daher
There we go.
Alpha Romeo Sierra have the traffic.
Or even better, we can go to Regi, whatever it is, straight away.
FPV-8914 traffic.
Now
in
let's keep
sight.
like this, yeah. It's 55 miles to go, so what I will do is I will stop the
Climb
recording
and
most
maintain
likely.
flight level tree 10
Or
Daher Victor Echo
I
Echo.
keep recording for the ones who like to see full flight and you can just skip
Descend
yourself.
and maintain
Yeah, let's do it like
3,000
that. I will
feet.
keep
Daher
recording,
Victor
and for the
Quebec
ones
Whiskey.
who like to see the approach, you know how to skip to the approach. Quite busy on the traffic here. I set up quite a bit of traffic, so that's why.
Daher Victor Quebec Whiskey, you are 12 miles southeast of Montechiari. Contact Montechiari Tower on 119.405 when inbound on the approach. Daher Echo Delta Juliet descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
I think we're gonna ask for altitude decrease
Tower
here
on
to
119.405
like
Daher Victor Quebec Whiskey.
16,000. Yeah, I made this route on purpose to pass this kind of lake here, so yeah. It's still quite far under us, but
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet. Daher Echo Delta Juliet.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Air Europe. Yeah, so let's ask for altitude decrease here. Scroll lock. How much are we gonna ask? I think we can take off like 3,000 at least. Should be 4 actually already possible.
Milan Center Europa 736.
I think we'll get it.
Request 14,000 feet.
Europa 736, descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Acknowledge that one.
Descend and maintain 14,000 feet Europa 736.
Let's see where we'll end up if we do it like slowly, gently. 500, can go to 1,000. Bring it back another half. Yeah, we can make it like this. Yeah, let's see if we can switch off this turbulence effect or whatever it is. Actually, at the meantime, I can go over this. Yeah, if we switch off that one, it will be fine. Can go over the FSREALISTIC settings here for the ones who are curious. Yeah, so I have airframe airflow switched on. It's at 75 using setting 7. Airport ambience is set on. Here random at 50. Auto speed brakes are at 1 and 35. Brakes are at number 3 and 25. This is set up for the 736 in particular. Yeah, breathing is set at 30. That's the personal, yeah, if you like it or not. Small cabin is set up. I can bring up some big cabin as well here.
Good day.
Then cockpit ambience is set up. Just some random sounds in the cockpit here at 30. Engine vibration is set at 70 and stable RPM at 25. Flaps drag is number 7, 30. Flaps lever set 4, 10. Which actually I can increase a little bit. I noticed after takeoff it's not that much, 20. Flap stress is 40 and shaking number 5 is 40. Going down to gear drag, we have these settings. Ground effect, we have number 3 set at 30. Ground roll, we have taxi and runway set up, and then we have number 5 and 4. Overspeed, we're at 50, shaking 1, 35. I try to avoid overspeed as much as possible, so I rarely see this actually. Reverse thrust set at 35 and 75. Number 4, I think is nice. Speed brake drag is set to 50, 35. Going on to stick shaker. I use FPV, so we don't have too much stick shaker going on. Touchdown front is set up. Touchdown main. Going down to wheel well, we got number 5 and 30.
Daughter Papa, Quebec Golf descend and maintain 11,000 feet. .75 Daughter, Hotel Juliet, November.
Now it's quite weather, no wind set up. We can make it a more interesting one here by making it the early morning. Makes everything just a little bit more beautiful, like this. Yeah, so I use this flight path vector quite a bit. This FPV mode here. It's representing this small round circle here on the MFD. And if you have some wind, it's very nice to show the amount of drift you have, so you can compensate on an approach if you're hand flying an approach. And if you're climbing or descending, it's also showing how much you're going. Yeah, descending or climbing actually, compared to the. We're still getting some shaking here. I switched off the turbulence, but I guess it has nothing to do with the turbulence then. That's the engines, I guess.
Descend and maintain flight level 310. Keep speed, not above 2.
Yeah, so we have our top of descent coming up there, which is set at.
Climb and maintain flight level 340. Daughter Zulu X-ray Zulu.
No, top of the descent is over there, and diesel is set over there.
Europa 736.
That's us.
Speed, not above
250. That's what I expected already.
Keep speed not above 250 knots. Europa 736.
Some set it at 250. I rather set it at 249. And then we got top of descent coming up here. So we're gonna go to descent mode, which is already set. And if we go to VNAV mode, we would start descending now to 3000 feet, 3000 something. So we're gonna ask a request altitude decrease here about 10,000. So number 9. I don't think we get 10. We'll get less and then expect
request 4,000 feet.
4,000 later on, most likely. You have to go like, I don't know.
Europa 736,
Yeah, you see 6, expect 4.
and maintain 6,000 feet, expect 4,000 feet.
I'm gonna set up 4 because I will expect the 4 after reaching the 6.
6,000 feet, expect 4,000 feet, Europa 736.
I'm gonna bring it down all the way till we are like somewhere here.
Europa 736, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
9,000.
Speed,
Yeah,
not above
we're gonna
230
ignore this 9,000
knots.
because what's the problem with ATC is they tend to keep you quite high. And then you have to start diving in the end like crazy.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above
So we're not going to do
knots,
this
Europa
9,000
736.
here. Going to bring up our green arc here. 4,000, where is it? There it is. Okay, so you see it's quite a way to go and we're even on airspeed not that good. That's what I mean with ATC keeping you very high. You can use speed brakes. I see them doing it, real pilots as well. So if it's really necessary, we can do so. Might even use them because we're gaining airspeed here. Gonna apply speed brakes. Which is fuel wise not like ideal, but gotta bring down
Generic
this.
Victor Juliet Lima descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Gonna switch the
Europa
ILS.
736, contact approach on 125
Frequencies here.
63.
Both at
Good
109.90. Yeah, right, they're both set. I'm gonna go for
Generic
full
Charlie
autoland here.
Kilo Juliet climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
Let's hand off.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Generic Victor
It's quite a
Juliet
big
Lima.
airport with long runways, so later on we're gonna set up the outer brakes, not too much.
Generic Hotel Juliet.
Passing
November
10,000
contact
feet here.
approach on 126
Landing lights on.
75. Good day.
125.63 for Europa 736.
It's nice, the speed
Climb
brake
and
effect.
maintain 13,000 feet. Generic.
Contact
Approach
approach.
Europa 736 is passing 9,600 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
Europa 736, approach QNH 29er.9er to continue to MC 756 as planned.
Alright, we'll do so. We even have to go down a bit faster here, it's crazy. So we can continue like that, alright. Like I said, we'll go for a full outer land, so later on we'll switch on number B. Or number B. The B now it's the flight path factor here as well. So here we go, and we have a deceleration point coming up there. We can go to $122. Come up a little bit here on the vertical speed, 122. We're gonna set up 122. She's approach already.
Europa 736,
Altitude capture.
please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that because ATC, then you don't have to acknowledge this message, because then you have to dive in the end like crazy. So here's our approach coming up. We're still fast. Gonna use some speed brakes here. We have our runway line coming up here. Where's our altitudes? 250. Still gonna use some speed brake because runway is coming up here. We're gonna go to VOR lock. If LNAV switched off, we're gonna go to approach and switch on the second autopilot.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore it. Why you should go to 9,000 feet? I mean, that's crazy, right? Can deploy flap 1, which will reduce our speed as well. Three, 346, 109.90, 109.90. That's all set. So we're just gonna wait here for. Gonna switch off terrain. The localizer to capture here. Can start going with some more flaps here. Going to 2. Going to 5. Which is on the edge, but we're not there yet. Going to 10. Flaps 25, gear has to be down.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
We're not going to 9,000, so that's just completely ridiculous. That's the gear. Was a little late here on the flaps. There we go. And we're going to flaps 40 here.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
No, we're not going to 9,000. We can go to heading mode though and switch it a little bit this way. We're just gonna wait till the localizer captures us. Because altitude's coming up there. Yeah, there we go. Gonna go approach modes. Number B on is coming up here. So yeah, gear down, speed brakes we can set to 3, which will be fine. Yeah, that's gonna be fine, 3 here. Lights are set, flaps are set, speed is set, run approach. Yeah, that's set, alright. So we're not yet the glide slope, it's not yet green.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
Ah yeah, we're not going to 9,000, we're on the final. And then later when glide slope becomes green, we will get a flare here. And the plane will flare itself. Because we're going for a full outer land here. Gonna zoom out this one for the go around in case we have to. I hope not. There we go, glide slope capture. Later on there will be flare here.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
Oh, why we cannot contact approach, or are we on approach already? Yeah, we're still at Milano. How is it from a passenger viewpoint? Well, not too bad.
Approach generic Juliet Yankee, Hotel Juliet November, 4,300 feet. Generic Juliet Yankee, Hotel Juliet November, approach QNH, 29.9 to continue as planned.
I think we have a pretty good approach set up here. Should be good. So I don't know exactly how to use the speed brakes when you have to make touchdown.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000
There's no point of going to 9,000, only if there's traffic. Does 35 right now doesn't have puppy lights? That's strange. Maybe they will show up later. Yeah, so like I said on the approach, if you make touchdown, of course you keep them at your setting. But I mean later on, I believe you can leave it on until you're going for your exit, etc. I tend to switch them off still while rolling and just brake myself.
Europa 7 tree 6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
That's really strange. Normally they do like that and then we can change to approach while they're still requesting this, but let's take a look outside how we are. That's good. That looks good. Reset the zoom here, so we're centered.
Europa 7 tree 6,
There we go.
please expedite
We have
your
flare.
climb 9,000 feet.
So we will have a full auto land here. Really strange why we still have to go to 9,000. I mean, doesn't make sense at all.
Europa 7 tree 6 traffic
Contact.
is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 1,900 feet generic.
Yeah, we are
Report them in sight.
at 1,000, so that's our...
Generic Hotel Juliet November traffic is 9 o'clock 4 miles at 1,800 feet.
4
Report
o'clock
them
out.
in sight.
Somewhere there, never mind.
1,000.
I will report in sight.
Europa 736 have the generic in sight.
Gonna focus now on our landing here. Forget about this 9,000 request. That's really strange.
Generic Hotel Juliet November traffic in sight.
If we have to
Europa 7 tree
believe.
6, please expedite your climb 9,000 feet.
Maybe they wanted us in some kind of waiting pattern or whatever because of all the traffic I switched on recently. Maybe that's why. Maybe later it will go like you're not clear to land. Oh, what's going there? Yeah, there's something going there as well. But the runway is clear, entries and exit looks clear. So we're just gonna proceed now. Will be pity of our landing. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Europa 7 tree 6, you are 2 miles southeast. Keep speed not above 190 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway, tree 5, right approach via inlet transition.
Yeah, we're like 110 off 100. I'm gonna acknowledge that 100.
Keep speed not above 190 knots. Expect ILS Zulu runway tree 5 right approach via inlet transition. Clear to inlet Europa 736.
FSREALISTIC is running behind here quite a bit. I'm gonna switch off that master switch here. That's crazy. Taxi lights, and then we can contact ground by now already. Tune ground on. Request taxi to the gate.
Ground Europa 7 tree 6 request taxi to the gate.
Europa 736 taxi to gate 27 using taxiway Delta Delta Echo, cross runway 17 right Delta Alpha Whiskey Kilo.
Taxiway Delta, we're on Delta, Delta Echo.
Taxiing to gate 27 via taxiway Delta Delta Echo cross runway 17
Delta
right
Echo.
Delta Alpha Whiskey Kilo Europa 736.
That's this one.
Europa 736, hold position, caution the generic on final.
Hold position, yeah, that's gonna be on the runway.
Hold position Europa 736.
Europa 736, continue taxi.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Roger Europa 736.
Flaps are up, speed brakes are in. Taxi lights are on. APU is running and ready to take over here. We got clearance to continue taxi, so we're gonna continue taxi. Crossing the runway here, and then we head to the cross runway 17 right. This is 17 right, 35 left runways here, so that's 35. And then we go to Delta Alpha DA. There we got DB. DA. Where we got DA. DB is straight, and then we have to go to Whiskey Kilo. So Whiskey and then Kilo is like a right, and then we have to go gate 27. Sometimes it's like a clear, yeah, marked like in a clear way, where it's like, okay, we're just gonna continue this way here, and then it was the next one taking a right. Gate 27. Every time I forgot to bring up the chart fox. We got one guy standing there. There's like no marking at all. Oh, we got like one guy standing here and one more there, but there's still no way to figure out if it's like 27, but we're gonna assume it's this one. So we're gonna go take a right here. That's what I like about the Orbix airports, because you'll have like numbers everywhere. Should have bring up the ChartFox charts, then it will be clear as well. I'm gonna speed up the taxi here a little bit. I have fly-by-wire traffic switched off because it's not so good for the performance if we are like recording a flight. It's the next one, yes, next one. Ground speed 16, 14, which is fine, so we're at idle here. Gonna increase a little bit. Got our guy there. Yeah, returning guy. Coming straight in. Nicely lined, huh? Yeah, we're pretty good. Gonna slowly start using some brakes here, and shit. Yeah, applying parking brake. Alright, gonna ask for the jetway. Switch on the APU. APU bleed here. Switch off the landing lights. Oh yeah, that one was already running. Taxi lights, I mean. Request jetway connection.
Ground Europa 736. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Europa 736, the jetway is going to be connected.
Beautiful. That one seems like being connected more or less. Gonna open the door. And we're gonna request deboarding here. Engine hasn't started. Yeah, but we're not allowed to use engines when we are using ground service. So what's the problem here? APU is running, engine is stopped. Bleed is on. Are we still having some? Okay, yep, they're coming at the 0 now. Okay, that's the first time I'm experiencing this. That's pity. Would be nice to finish up. We're gonna start in a little. We're gonna try again in a little bit. APU, yeah, APU is on. Isolation valve is open. That's strange. It's rather strange. Yeah, still, strange. Yeah. Let's try again here. Nope. Scripting engine hasn't started. Sounds like a ground GSX thing, which is not like going on, which is not like correctly. Let's ask up ground power here so we can switch off completely the APU as well. Wheel chocks are removed. Let's set those. And request ground power. Yep, go ahead, open that little hatch there. Yep. Plug the cable in. There we go. Alright, ground power is available. Take that. Now let's try G6 again. Oop. That looks like a G6 fault which is going on here. These can be off. Yeah, that's for sure a G6 problem. Okay, that's pity. Well, still, at the end, I hope you enjoyed this flight. Perhaps learned something from it. Where are we? Over there. I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe I'll put the flight in the description down below so you can fly it yourself as well. There we go. Strobe was still on. Yeah, and that should be it. I'm gonna figure out what's going on here with Ground Service 6. And then I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.